we've been working on decluttering our home. Now it's time to see what we can do to keep the kids' room working fine. I'm Victoria Dunkel, coming up live. We're going to make sense of all of this. We're taking a look at ways to kind of get the clutter under control. We're coming back with Adriel McIntyre, the intrepid declutterer. We're taking on the kids' room and some of your questions you're posting to our Facebook page. We're live in Swannanoa after this.
We are taking a home tour, but instead of looking at the decor, News 13's Victoria Dunkel is looking at ways to keep the clutter in check. So, Victoria, which room are we talking about this time?
Well, we're down here in the little girl's bedroom here in this home in Swannanoa. It's a beautiful home, and it has a lot of great features like these built-in bookshelves and woodwork here. But Adriel McIntyre is the intrepid declutterer, and we asked you to share a few of your questions on our Facebook page, and this is kind of a good setup for why we're in this room. Kim Roberts says she's tried a lot of different techniques and things, but she needs something that can be she can maintain with as little effort as possible. And we were talking about how simplicity is the guiding light focus with kids and really with all of us, right, when it comes to getting organized?
Yes, definitely, especially with children, though, to teach them how to do that process. The biggest thing in a simple organizational setup is to get rid of the clutter. And it's easier to convince adults as well as children to let go of things if they know that it's going to a good home. So for adults, we think of charities like Goodwill and Habitat. And for children, if you explain to them about shelters and different places for people in need, it's a lot easier to help them to make those decisions.
And you said the mom and dad here have actually, this is their 8-year-old daughter, and she's 9. She's 9 years old, and they've already got her in the habit of once a year or every once in a while looking at what she's not playing with and getting rid of it.
Which is why the room looks so beautiful.
But then this is the catch-all kind of basket.
So one of the things is good enough is good enough. And so this is our half step, and perhaps that could help the lady on Facebook too, is there are papers that come with children, and there are things that get scattered around the house. There's a bin to collect those, to bring them to the room. And when there's time, maybe on the weekends again, or on the, at the end of the month, to put these into the system that's already been installed.
And this could be a basket of stuff that is my stuff, my books, my magazines, whatever it might be, as an adult.
Everybody deserves a break.
I like that idea. And you're going to give us a break, too, with even more answers for your questions on our Facebook page. Go to facebook.com/news13. Let us know your organizing questions. And also, we're going to find out a few more ways to get the house looking in tip-top shape. Thanks, Adriel. We'll be back out here in Swannanoa in about a half hour. We're taking on the garage next time. Reporting live, Victoria Dunkel, News 13.
Victoria, I want to know how many breaks we get. Does that mean that we each get a basket in every room of the house, or do we only get one per person?
And you know what? Can we have a basket in every room, or is it one per person? Holly wants to know.
Oh, no, definitely. You can have one for every room, whatever suits your needs. The system should be for you.
Aha, not just one flat rule. See? You get as many baskets as you want, Holly.
All right, that's good. I might be able to do that then.